The past few, or the week or so, has obviously been crazy. I went from Texas to Tampa, but feeling a lot better now.
What did you have done?
Well, it was thoracic outlet syndrome, so I did have a blood clot kind of in between my collarbone and my first rib there, so I had to get the rib resection there to make room for the blood flow.
When did you notice you had an issue or some kind of a problem?
I guess at first I kind of thought it was a bruise on my arm. I guess I had it, my arm was kind of swollen, I guess, for a couple days, didn't think much of it, and then, eventually said something to Bernie, our athletic trainer, and then we decided to go check it out, and that's when, things got a little serious, so.
And your reaction to that, when that hit you?
Yeah, so, I actually found out, I went to the hospital, and then, I'm thinking I'm going back for my pregame nap, and they say, you need surgery right away. And so I'm getting hooked up to machines, and then, I had surgery probably an hour after that, and was there, so.
How scary was that to hear those words, blood clot? Did you have time to talk to your family about it? It seemed pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I definitely called my mom right away. She ended up flying down, actually. But, yeah, it's definitely, it's a scary thing, especially coming out of nowhere and just realizing that, blood clots can be very serious, and playoffs too and all that, so it was, definitely not ideal, but it happened, so.
Are you thinking about playing hockey again right now, or is it just kind of, that's what you're itching to do most?
Yeah, obviously, I'd love to be playing with the guys in the playoffs for sure, but, I got to focus on being 100% healthy and getting ready, so.
A lot of guys that experience this have, bouts of numbness in their fingers. They lose feelings in their extremities. Did you ever experience any of that?
No, I did not have any of that. It was just the swelling of the arm. That's what I had, so.
Guys have life moments like this when this happens. It's a pretty big deal. Can you tell me how you process this?
Yeah, when I first heard it, I didn't know much about blood clots, but they can be life-threatening. And I'm thankful that we found it when we did, and I'm very thankful for the doctors and the nurses that helped out for sure.
Did they give you any kind of timeline? Do you have any idea of when you might be able to play again?
Well, I'm definitely not going to be coming back this season, so I'm probably going to be. I'll be ready for training camp. So.
Did you know when Stamkos was going through this that this was something to even be aware of?
I actually had no idea. I didn't even know what this was until it happened, and then eventually I found out that Stamkos had this procedure done in Tampa. So that's when I decided to fly over there.
In the same doctor.
Yeah,
performed their surgery,
same doctor.
correct?
Dominic, this is highly unusual. You were telling me only 5 players have had this particular this procedure done.
Yeah, it was something very minimal for hockey players. Very rare procedure. I think it happens mostly with a lot of baseball players. I guess pitchers who mostly have their arm, I guess, over their head or something like that. So.
How do you balance the disappointment between being out for the playoffs and being thankful that they found it when they did?
Yeah, obviously you work all summer, you work all year to play in the playoffs, and you want to be a part of it. Your close family, and especially with what happened last year. But when it comes down to this, I guess it was a life-threatening thing. So I'm just grateful that everything went well.
So did you have the rib removed in Florida?
Yeah, I had the rib resection in Florida.
And what day was that? How long?
That was actually, I'd say, a week from today. Or 8 days from today.
So was that part of the initial surgery, or was that when they went back the second time, you got evaluated a little bit further?
Yeah, well, the first part of the surgery was just in Texas, was getting rid of the blood clot.
Okay.
And then flying to Tampa was the taking out of the rib, so taking the rib resection.
Feel pretty good, does it?
Yeah, I do. Overall feeling a lot better. Bruising's going away, and just trying to take care of it as much as I can.
Is it on left or right side?
Right side.
Did you have to take any precautions when you made that flight to Tampa? Because I know blood clots can make some people nervous in terms of being in.
I don't think there was much to think about that. I think the doc said I was good to fly. So.
Are you on blood thinners? Is that going to be something that you have to probably do for the?
Yeah, I will be on blood thinners for the next few months here.
What kind of reaction do you get from teammates?
Just a lot of support. We're really close family in here, and as soon as they heard what happened, and they had to leave on the road right away to go to San Antonio and keep going. So just a lot of love in the room, and just happy to be a part of this family.
How did your mom react?
Mom reacted the way I guess my mom does, So she flew down right away to Texas and met me there after. So when I woke up from my first surgery, she was actually there, and she went to Tampa with me too. So she was with me the whole time.
How about your dad?
He was working. He's working with the Kings, so he was getting ready with playoffs and all that.
You remember what she first said to you when you woke up from the surgery?
I do not. I probably wasn't fully there, so yeah.
Medication was probably
medication,
good,
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Have any other players that have dealt with this reached out to you?
No, I have not talked to anyone else who has had this surgery.